Hello, grumpy old fart here. Um, I did a video on the Betty and Barney Hill alien abduction, and I wanted to follow it up because that wasn't the first modern recorded UFO abduction case. I found the first one apparently. This guy was in 1957. I did not write down where he was from. Sorry. But his name is Antonio Villas Boas, B-O-A-S. Okay? It was from 1957. He and his brother saw odd lights in the sky for several nights in a row. And later on, while working at night in the fields, because it was so hot during the day, they worked at night. He and his brother saw a reddish light in the sky. Well, a few nights later, he's working alone in the fields, and he saw this reddish light again. But it was approaching. He saw it was a saucer, an oblong-looking saucer with odd lights on it. It came down to land, and he was scared. He fled. He ran to the tractor, tried to get on the tractor and to drive away, but the tractor died. So he made a run for it. He tried to head back to the house. A small figure in some kind of a suit with air hoses attached to it tried to grab him. He shook it off, and he tried to run again. But he was surrounded by three of these beings. He was taken aboard their craft. They undressed him very carefully, making sure not to hurt him. And he was fighting the whole time, but he was overpowered. There was three of them. They got his clothes off. Their alien language was indescribable. He couldn't even describe what it sounded like. When he reported this incident later. Excuse me, still fighting that cold. He couldn't tell you what the alien language looked like or sounded like. He couldn't describe it. They covered him in a clear liquid and took blood from his chin, and doctors later verified the marks that they left when they did this. He was made to have sex with a beautiful alien, his words. They used some kind of a smoke, apparently, as an aphrodisiac. You hear people talk about, well, the next time there's an alien abduction, reach out and grab something and put it in your pocket so that we know it was real. Excuse me, to verify that it's actually happening and you're not hallucinating or whatever. Well, apparently this guy did try. This was in 1957. He tried to steal a little device, but one of the aliens got very violent, so he couldn't get it. He got caught. Busted. At any rate, so they returned him, and he, of course, reported the incident. Now, here's the thing. That story in and of itself sounds a little far-fetched, but the part that gets me is afterwards. The medical examination showed the marks on his chin where they had drawn the blood, and he suffered from radiation poisoning and some other serious ailments for months afterwards. That's not faked. That's not. You can fake a lot of stuff physically to fool the doctor. Kids do it all the time to get out of going to school. But let's try to fake radiation poisoning. Okay, that's asinine. Something affected this guy. Okay, now I'm not saying one way or the other. I don't know if this guy was telling the truth or what, but I know this: you can't fake radiation poisoning. That's a serious thing, and it's prevalent in a lot of these cases. So, again, I don't know if this is true, if this story actually happened or not. There's the information on it is kind of vague, and there's not a whole hell of a lot out there. At least not that I could find. If somebody else finds more information on this, stick it in the comment section. I'm sure people would like to hear it. But this apparently is the first modern alien abduction case that's on record. This guy is a very down to earth individual. He works on a farm, so somebody somewhere might be able to give more information than me. If so, like I said, put it in the comments. I'll be glad to listen. Be glad to read your comments. But the Betty and Barney Hill story is the one that other investigators compare their cases to, but this one is the first one. I don't see a missing time element here, but otherwise it's very, very similar. You know what I'm saying? So, at any rate, take from that what you will. You folks have a good day. God bless one and all.